the Prime Minister, but what it does take, Treasurer, is courage, conviction and commitment to stand up for your principles and stand for something. It takes courage and conviction to actually summon forth the courage and conviction to put your hand up and to challenge this man for the leadership of the Liberal Party. Courage and conviction which you have lacked all year. Captain Courageous over there, the would-be Prime Minister, without any intestinal fortitude whatsoever, to ever stand up to the plate and say, I would like to be Prime Minister, I'd like to have the guts to challenge the Prime Minister, but oops, I'll step back from the plate again.
The government scoffed at the suggestion that it would have wanted to push yesterday's gaffe by Keven Rudd on tax thresholds out of the news cycle by planting another story, and implied that it was the Labor Party that had in fact pushed the health story into the media. But Labor responded by suggesting this was part of a pattern, the activities of a suspected government dirt unit, proof of which Labor claims emerged a few weeks ago in another article written in the Sunday Age.
What we know on the public record is that a journalist, Jason Kotsoukas, was invited down to a meeting in a ministerial suite for the purpose of being supplied with a file with my name on it, which had been trawled through the press gallery as a dirt file. Someone in this government sat in a ministerial suite and gave it to a journalist. Now, for the members of this government to suggest that somehow they are mortally offended by the suggestion that they peddle dirt, well, how does anyone explain that? Whose office was it? Have we got an answer to that? Whose office was it, Prime Minister? You're so concerned about the reputation of your government. Are you going to make inquiries about that? Are you going to make sure you find out the truth about that? Or that's all right, is it? Your little moral outrage only goes so far, and under the moral outrage on the surface, there is all of this unseemly conduct going on underneath that you avert your eyes from, but you know is occurring. You must know is occurring.
I regard the attempt by the Labor Party to implicate us in this sphere as a piece of it's a base diversion, and the Leader of the Opposition has utterly failed to produce any evidence to support his claim, and what's more, he was too gutless to ask the question himself, Mr. Speaker.
Despite the Treasurer's slip, no one seems completely sure we won't see another parliamentary session before the election, but this one certainly would be a hard act to follow.
And I wonder what sort of political campaign we can expect. Political editor Michael Brissenden.